So I've been trying to take it easy because of the hospital and because of everything that happened. And also been working really, 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 really hard to get all my stuff ready. I finally finished up the application for the temporary Medicaid, and I submitted. I had to go to the post office so that it could be postmarked by the 31st. There was things I didn't understand. When I called them up, it just gave me more work. So basically, I was working on that, working on writing a letter to the hospital. I want to write a formal letter of complaint. Um, Also, was really, really exhausted, really not feeling well, and so I just, really didn't go out until I had to the 31st. I had to mail that. So we just made a day of it. I homeschooled early. My son rarely gets up early because the pills just really messed up his sleep patterns. But he got up early that morning. We finished homeschooling, and we're only down to like Spanish and math anyway. So my daughter wanted to get some stuff for her cosplay, so I was like, let's just make a day of it. I had to return a movie. I could only have it for one night. Blah blah blah. So I had a full day. So I was out that whole day. I went to Walgreens. I went to Sally's. We went to the store to get my daughter's stuff that she wanted. I had went to the post office so I could have that postmark and a receipt and proof that it went out in January. Had to get to the UPS store because I had to return something. Went to Blockbuster to return the movie. So I had a really, really, really full day. And I was feeling so good because I didn't have pain. I just had to pace myself because I was getting really tired. But I went out that whole day, and I did get home exhausted, but it just felt so good that I didn't have the pain. Um, the soreness and the cramping wasn't there anymore, although I still have the other pain. It's like the infection, it seems to be gone, but like there seems to be like maybe one or two, maybe lingering something there, and sometimes I feel like that type of pain that comes and goes, but at least I was able to go out, and I felt good to fit behind the wheel, and I was feeling so good about that. And I came home exhausted, and my daughter cooked dinner for me. I just tell her what to do and she does it, and so I was feeling really good. And then I started having really bad chest pains. It started, let me see, that was Friday. So it started Saturday. I came home Saturday in the wee hours of the morning. I started getting really bad chest pains, and I was getting nervous because again, if you remember, they never talked to me about this heart failure business, how to deal with it, or if I needed pills or anything. I went online because I was really nervous. This pain was not going away, and the doctor said because the right side is not working as well, it's going to put pressure on the left side. So I was starting to feel pain on the left side now, and I was getting nervous, and I looked it up. And I'm telling you, these people at the hospital are really stupid. They were supposed to give me pills for that. Something to help, ease the blood from pumping so hard into my heart, so that it would give my heart a break, and I wouldn't get that pain. They're just really stupid. It's just, like I said, I'm writing a letter, to the hospital, and we're going to see what's going to be done about that. But it was horrible. It lasted for hours, and I was scared. I thought I was going to have to go back to the emergency, which I wouldn't go there again. I'd go to county. And it finally, what I did was I heard that aspirin is a blood thinner. So I had a headache anyway, so I took an aspirin. Everything, I mean, it takes me a long time to shop now because I'm trying to read, trying to see what I can have, trying to see what the ingredients are. And it's really hard because like everything has sugar and salt in it. But so I try to just get stuff that's diet, and sometimes I don't realize that it says diet, but it still has salt in it. And I don't know if that's what happened, maybe too much salt in my system, because I've just been putting a dash of my Spanish seasoning, the Goya adobo, which is mostly garlic salt. I've only been putting like a dash of that, but I don't know, maybe I don't know, something I ate, and I guess maybe something had too much salt. I don't know what it was, but I know that I was in the mood for Kentucky Fried Chicken, and I know I can't have it, but I just had to get. I have to, if I have something in the mood, I have to get out of my system. So like I said, just have a little tiny bit. So I had like two pieces of chicken and all green, only vegetables with it. No, I had maybe a taste of potato and corn, but my side was just a large green bean. So I don't know if it was that, because I had that like 3 days before. I don't know. Um, I don't know what. I know that I had the biscuit. I think I did, like, the next day I had the leftover biscuit, because I was reading that if you do want to have white flour or white rice, just to make sure to compensate, make that the smallest part of your meal, and make sure you're eating lots of protein there. And so that's what I was doing. I would have the biscuit, but I don't know, maybe just the stuff that I bought, maybe, even though I'm trying to, find things that have, no sugar and, no salt. But, again, like I said, sometimes it says low fat, and that doesn't mean that it doesn't have sugar and salt in it. I'm fine. It's just really difficult to shop. And I don't know if that's what it was, but the pain went away after I took the aspirin, finally. And I was fine for the rest of the day, but because it woke me up like the wee hours of the morning, I was like out for the count the whole day. I just crocheted and watched movies all day. Really didn't do much. And Saturday should be my day of rest anyway, because Sunday is the day that I work on my videos, and I'm working on that all day. So my daughter had to go out, and we they went to meet some, like the cosplay meetup, anime meetup, and meet people, make friends. And so it was in an unfamiliar place, and my husband drove there, but he sleeps early, so I had to drive and pick her up. And I was really stressed out because it was dark. I was unfamiliar with the territory, with the streets. Almost got lost, a little stressed because it was a little bit far, and these people didn't look young. They looked like older, and I'm thinking, my mind's going crazy. What if this is some crazy sex crazed group who, brings in the young ones and then kidnaps them? I was calling her like every hour. But anyway, I was just anxious. And when I got home, this pain was there, and it did not go away for hours. I said, well, maybe if I just sleep, it's, I'll be rested. And I was fine. I fell asleep, woke up a couple times, then in the middle of the night again, just pains in my chest. I'm like, why is this happening? It's so frustrating because, like my grandmother, she drank till she was probably older than I am now. And she got diabetes later on, maybe a little later than how old I am now. I'm like 47, I'll be 48 in a month. She might have been in her 50s before she finally developed diabetes, and this woman drank. And she was heavy, why I have to get affected with this in my 40s. And then my mom's been smoking since she was like 13, and she doesn't have heart problems, she's on the chubby side. But she tries to eat with low salt and low sugar, not necessarily low fat. And, she has like a piece of chocolate every night, and she doesn't have these problems. So why am I having these problems? My grandmother with diabetes, she got diabetes, and she died when she was about, I think she was 74, I think. So, my mom is, right now, she's 68. And, she stopped smoking because she has, like, her lungs were black. But she didn't have no heart problems. Why am I having this? I don't understand. I was doing so well. So I'm kind of frustrated. I am really, really frustrated. So, right now, like I said, I woke up with pain. It did not go away until I just started doing my video. I'm like trying to hold off to go to the hospital, but it was yesterday and today. So if this continues tomorrow, I'm going to have to go back to the emergency room, but I'll go to county. So yeah, I'm just really, really frustrated about this. I haven't fried foods in over 20 years, and like I said, I wasn't there eating chocolate every day and cake every day. I know that for a short while I was eating candy every night because I had a sweet tooth, but then when I started getting a toothache, I stopped that months ago, and just so frustrating. But anyway, so that's what's up with me. And so tomorrow I'm going to finish up that letter, mail that out certified mail. And like I said, if this continues, I'm going to have to go back to the emergency room. But anyway, so Lord willing, all will be well. Yeah, so Lord willing, see you guys next week with another Valentine's Day.
Sorry.
I'm going to tell them you're crazy. Love you all, and Lord willing, if all is well, I will see you next Sunday. Mwah.